We're starting on a D7 chord, which with the drop D tuning goes all the way down to the low string. And there's a hammer-on combined with a double stop. And it's a triplet feel. So you're hammering onto the second fret on the third string and holding down the first fret on the second string. And you do one hammer on and then pick twice more. And meanwhile your thumb is alternating between the sixth, the sixth, the fourth, the fifth, and the fourth strings. And you're doing the hammer on at the same time as each bass note. The second measure, you only get halfway through the measure before you do this hammer-on pull-off combination. Still holding down the first fret on the second string, hitting the open third string, hammering on and pulling off at the first fret. Then third fret pulls off to open on the fourth string, third fret on the fifth string, back to the open fourth string. And then that's going from a D6 chord to what looks like an A minor, but you can also think of it as a D9 chord, just with the A in the bass. Followed by another hammer-on pull-off, this time open to first to open on the B string, while you also grab the open third string, G string, with your thumb. I'm talking about the right hand, the picking. And the only other thing about that is when you go up for the slide, you hit the fourth string with your thumb and then answer with index and middle. But then as you go down to this shape, you grab fourth, third, and second strings with your index, middle, and ring. And then thumb goes to the fifth string. So you're switching from this grip with the thumb here to this grip. Now the G chord is just like a barred version of the D7 moved up to the fifth fret. Same hammer-on with the triplets and same bass, only instead of going 6, 4, 5, 4, we're going to go 6, 4, and then open 6th string and the 4th string. So and then here comes the split measure. So that's what happens when it is coming out of here. So you're kind of faking, you're pulling off to the D, kind of open D string. And then your fingers, you're picking with your thumb and index in the middle, and then index, middle, and ring are grabbing those notes. And then to get the sliding, again, the voicings are just moved up 5 frets from the D voicings. There's G6 and there's G9, but you got to do a little bit of flim-flam to get all the bass notes in. You can't really hold them all down quite the way you'd want to. So coming off of this, it's an open G on the 3rd string, and then an open D. And then you're back into the D chord. Now the turnaround from A is a walking bass line instead of an alternating bass. It's going like this, and then down on the G, back to D. And meanwhile on top you've got these blues licks like this. A quarter step bend off the 1st fret on the 2nd string, also grabbing the high string at the same time for a double stop, pull off, hammer on. And so combined with the bass, you have to kind of figure out what's going to be happening simultaneously and what's going to not be happening simultaneously. That is, what's going to be happening bass and treble together, like that, or the follow-up note, which is just fingers. This is thumb and finger together, followed by the pull-off and that note. Together, hammer-on follows. And then those notes. And now we're into the G chord. So coming down, it's triplets again, kind of like the opening phrase. So try those parts out individually, slowly, to sort of get them to groove, and then you can start to stitch them all together and have the whole piece under your fingers.